You've probably heard the word protein before. Whether you're working out after a protein shake or being told to eat your salmon at dinner time. But you might be wondering, what is protein? And more important, what does it do? In one sentence, proteins are large and complex macromolecules that are one of the four almighty building blocks of life. The others being nucleic acids, carbohydrates, and lipids. Without these four categories of molecules, we would probably not exist. But enough about dramatic statements. Let's focus on the star of our video. Proteins are composed of thousands of organic compounds called amino acids. There are 20 amino acids that act as building blocks for protein. Those 20 amino acids are all different, but they have something in common. An amino group, carbon, a hydrogen, carboxyl group, and a unique R group or side chain, which is what makes them stand out and be different. Amino acids group together in polypeptide chains, joined by peptide bonds. Depending on the number and sequence of amino acids, the resulting protein will fold into a specific shape. Now, this shape is very important as it will determine the protein's function. Now that you have a general understanding of what proteins are, let's chat about what you're here for. What do proteins do? The short answer, a lot. Enzymes are biological catalysts and are almost always a protein. They are responsible for speeding up the rates of chemical reactions happening in your cells. Amylase and lipase are catabolic enzymes, meaning they're proteins that break stuff down. Starches and fats both need to be broken down in our bodies, which is why we have salivary amylase and lipase respectively. Transport, structural, and storage proteins have a more literal function. Transport proteins carry substances and molecules through our body. Structural proteins give our bodies structure. And storage proteins, well, they provide storage. For example, hemoglobin moves oxygen through our body as a transport protein. Keratin strengthens our hair and nails as a structural protein. Ferritin is an example of a storage protein holding iron in our bodies for when we need it. And next up, we've got hormones. Hormones help regulate physiological processes in our bodies across different systems. Insulin is a great example of this. After you eat, glucose levels in your bloodstream spike, so your body releases insulin to encourage your cells to take in some of that excess glucose and regulate your blood sugar. Finally, there are defense and contractile proteins. Defense proteins like immunoglobulins, also known as antibodies, work to defend your body against pathogens and invaders. Now, contractile proteins, you guessed it, are involved in contraction. Proteins like myosin help your muscles contract, as well as being involved in other types of movement inside individual cells. Protein functions are highly dependent on what other molecules they bind with, and all proteins bind to other molecules. The thing that a protein binds to, called a ligand, is always very specific to the function that a protein needs to carry out. If the ligand is a foreign body particle like a virus, for example, then that means the protein is an antibody working really hard to fight off invaders. Basically, no ligand attachment, no specialized protein function. I hope you found this review of protein composition and function helpful. Click on the video on the screen to learn more about proteins in this channel. Remember to like the video if it was useful to you. And if you would like to see more biomedical science videos like this, subscribe to João's Lab and press the notification bell to get notified when we post next. See you on the next video.